Good morning, everyone. I'm meteorologist Kevin Smith here at the National Weather Service in Pocatello with another edition of your Southeast Idaho Weather Hazard Briefing. This is Saturday, August 7th. Taking a look at the next 4 or 5 days or so, smoke. Big topic of discussion across the region. We'll continue to see smoky conditions from upstream wildfires throughout the weekend, and we'll take a look at how that might unfold here in just a moment. We do have a new storm system that'll be sliding in on Sunday, and it's not going to be really a direct hit. It's not going to be a big precipitation system, but we are expecting breezy to windy conditions across most of southeast Idaho, maybe a few isolated thunderstorms across northern portions of our forecast area with this system. Otherwise, once we get that system out of the way, relatively quiet and low impact weather is expected for the rest of the region through the weekend and into much of next week. Current satellite loop this morning, here it is. You might see a little bit of a spin, might be able to detect that here as we re-loop the image. This is the next low pressure system currently up off the coast of western Canada that is going to slide eastward and cross the northern Rockies here over the next 48 hours or so. This is Sunday's system. It's going to bring a few of those isolated thunderstorms, but in particular breezy conditions across the region. Weather and impacts outlook here. Smoke, the main story today, but otherwise beautiful sunshine, relatively pleasant temperatures for this time of year, maybe a bit breezy during the afternoon, particularly in portions of the Snake Plain and Arco Desert, but otherwise no impacts expected across southeast Idaho for today. Tomorrow, this is where we have the impacts, although relatively minor for most of you. Snake Plain region, breezy conditions, but maybe a little more on the windy side, maybe even approaching wind advisory criteria as you head out into the Arco Desert area. Breezy for the rest of the region. Smoke will be widespread once again across southeast Idaho, and then isolated thunderstorms for northern parts of the area, particularly to the north and to the east of the Snake Plain, also to the north of Bear Lake. Best chance of seeing that isolated activity. And then quiet as we head into your new week for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday with gradually warming temperatures over that period. Taking a look at the regional view this morning, no alerts in effect for our area, no watches, warnings, or advisories out there. Do have a fire weather watch up to our north as you cross into Montana. Before we continue here, I want to switch gears, and we sometimes do this during the winter to look at precipitation trends, but I'm going to bring in one of our models that we use to try to look at what the smoke is going to do across the region. So this is the HRRR, or the HRRR model. This is not all smoke that's necessarily right at the ground. I know there are some air quality concerns out there. We do have air quality alerts that have been issued by the Idaho Department of Environmental Conservation for the entire southeast Idaho forecast area right through Monday. But this particular model is looking at the total amount of smoke throughout the entire atmosphere, from the ground all the way up to where the clouds are. And it's not perfect, as most models aren't, but certainly gives us some idea of some of the trends to look for in the evolution of our smoke here. So we're going to start right here. So we kick things off this morning, certainly still seeing some smoky conditions here in southeast Idaho. And as I look over to another computer monitor here, still seeing some reduced visibilities as well. Driggs currently checking in at about 5 miles, 4 miles up in Island Park, 4 miles as well up in Chalice and Salmon right now, and 3-mile visibility as you get up into Rexburg and Idaho Falls. So we're still holding on to some of that smoke that invaded our region yesterday during the day on Friday. But as we advance, these are 1-hour time steps. As I advance this model forward, you can see over the course of the rest of the morning here, things might improve just a little bit. And then as we head into the afternoon, this is now 4 o'clock this afternoon, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 this afternoon and evening, maybe a little bit better than what we've seen over the past 24 hours or so as far as the smoky conditions out there. All of this smoke originating from a whole series of large fires to our west. We've got fires here in Northern California, Nevada. We've got several in Oregon. We've got several up in Washington. Lots of sources for these smoky conditions coming in. Now, as we kick things off at 9 o'clock tonight, you can see this brand new batch of smoke that's being modeled here in Northern California, Northwest Nevada, reloading across that region. And as we go forward to 10, 11, 12, midnight tonight, 1 a.m., 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 a.m. going into Sunday, Model is suggesting that we're going to deteriorate again and see widespread smoky conditions building back into southeast Idaho. 7 a.m., 8, 9, 10, 11 a.m., that smoke continues, very noticeable across the region. And the reason now you start to see a back edge to this, and we may start to see some improvement as we go to noon, 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock Sunday afternoon, is because this is the new storm system moving in with a strong cold front that's going to be pushing across the region, and that should serve to bring in a new air mass and to scour out a lot of the smoke that will be across our region. As I continue here at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 p.m., that's where the model runs out on this particular run. You certainly can see progress with that front clearing some of that smoke out. Beyond that, certainty a little bit lower. We may see some of this smoke up to the north here, coming from fires in Canada and across Washington. We may start to see some of that come down from the northwest in the post-frontal air mass. So that's what we're looking for on the smoke front. High temperatures today, very pleasant for most of you for this time of year, generally upper 70s to mid 80s across southeast Idaho. Sunday, we gain a few more degrees, generally 80s for just about everyone, and even a few upper 80 to near 90 degree readings here in the Snake Plain corridor and the typically warmer valleys here across the southern highlands. Remember, Sunday is our windy day, so here's an update on our forecast over here on the left. Sustained wind values, generally coming out of the west and northwest, strongest during the afternoon and evening hours on Sunday, as you might expect for our region. Sustained values here anywhere from about 15 to 25 miles an hour, a little bit higher in the Arco Desert. Over here on the right, wind gusts generally getting up to 30 to 40 miles per hour for some areas. So certainly it will be noticeably breezy, and we'll have to watch the Arco Desert region to see if we may flirt with our wind advisory criteria, and we may get close as well for a lake wind advisory down here on American Falls Reservoir for those of you who may have boating interests out that way. Monday, we lose a solid 10 degrees behind that cold front with Sunday's system, so we're back into just gorgeous, refreshing readings here. 70 for Island Park, 79 for Pocatello, 75 up in the Stanley area, and hopefully less smoke compared to the rest of the weekend. Tuesday and Wednesday, quiet conditions, plenty of sunshine across Idaho, and you can see temperature readings here Tuesday on the left, Wednesday on the right, slowly warming back through the 80s across the region. 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook as we look ahead. Not seeing signs of that monsoon moisture returning. Current outlook favors below normal precipitation for the entire northern Rockies and Great Basin region. And as far as temperatures, we're favoring above normal temperatures as well as we head into mid-August. And that's your outlook for Saturday. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feedback for us, as always, please reach out and have a great weekend.